just went bought me a laundry machine, so I can keep watching money. Them gon' act like they down with the team, but they ain't get nothing from me. I have to get dripped before I hit the scene.
YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Big Nardo, and we back. You know, we usually doing reviews, but we finna switch it up, man. We finna start doing live reactions. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the music videos, you know, but I'm thinking, why not level up the content? I feel like it's only so far with the ceiling for music videos that you can go. So I'm trying to switch it up. You know, let's get a little bit more worldly. But we finna dive right into the first one, man. And what we're looking at today is the CEO, the UnitedHealthcare, the killer of him. We're going to check out a video to learn more about this guy, man. I'm not 100% on board with the ideas proposed by mainstream media. I'll just say it like that. I'm somewhat of a conspiracy theorist, so I'll give you that context and background before we dive into it. But, you know, I don't know. There's some things about this kind of fishy, man. So we gonna look at it together. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, put y'all thoughts in the comments too. You think he did it? You know, you think it's a false flag situation? You know, you think the government set some shit up? Who knows, man? Let's dive into it though. All right. So suspect named in the murder of the UHC CEO. And the crazy thing is, through my job, we got UnitedHealthcare. You know what I'm saying? I hope they don't try to impact this, turn my stuff off. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that. All right, let's dive into it.
This is the Ivy League graduate and valedictorian who police say...
All right, so Buddy is an Ivy League graduate and was a valedictorian of his class. Why would he go out and crash out like this, man? Why? I mean, I understand, you know, especially with the pandemic, motherfuckers sitting aside, you know, a lot of times you get bombarded with rhetoric from your different online sources. So, you know, maybe he got radicalized or something, but it don't make a lot of sense just looking at it outside in. But let's see though.
Is the suspected CEO assassin.
Luigi Nicholas Mangione.
Luigi Mangione is from a wealthy Maryland family.
And there's he ain't no, you know what I'm saying, no yoked up dude. He got a slim, you know. Looking at him, he's very unassuming. I wouldn't think that he'd be the kind of person that would do something this bold and kind of has triggered what it has. But we'll get into that.
He was valedictorian at his graduation from a $40,000 a year private school with a carnation in his buttonhole.
It's been an incredible journey, and I simply can't imagine the last few years with any other group of guys. Thank you.
He is now a data engineer.
He seemed like a normal person.
Hey,
the ladies going crazy over him, man. You know, he's a mildly attractive guy, and then, you know, he got the six pack and stuff. Everybody online going crazy. They really trying to turn him into like a martyr, and I don't know how that bodes for society as a whole, because, you know, there's have and have nots, and if he gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back, you know, it could get interesting out here. I don't know, but a lot of people are championing him killing the CEO. And that's unique. I don't think we've seen like a murder in America where people are just kind of on the side of the killer like this. So it's interesting to think about where society is when we can kind of move in this way. So,
University of Pennsylvania. This is a muscle-bound Mangione working at an office in Honolulu where he last lived.
Mangione, he's such a I don't want to say stereotypical. I just say he authentic. Y'all know what the fuck that means.
He is 26 years old and was arrested in a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, 100 miles east of Pittsburgh, and held at this local police headquarters.
He is believed to be
in the McDonald's, bro. You 26 years old. You are a valedictorian of damn near an Ivy League institution. And McDonald's is your go-to place. It's like some things of this don't add up. I was also listening to some folks talk about it, and they were saying that the guy didn't even get charged with first-degree murder. And like first-degree murder means that you sat around, you planned it out. You know what I'm saying? You have intent. They have a motive. They were able to prove it. You know, and everything about this, the guy has written a manifesto. He planned it out for weeks in advance, apparently. And he didn't get charged with first-degree murder. So that's an interesting tidbit. You know what I'm saying? Like some things just don't add up. And again, I probably got a 10-4. I got a Texas hat on, but it's really the T stand for 10-4 right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe I'm going crazy, goddamn. But it don't add up to me. Maybe it add up to you. If it makes sense to you, if you're able to justify it, drop your thoughts in the comments, man. I would really love to hear them.
Our person of
I can always appreciate different perspectives, you know.
interest in the brazen targeted murder of Brian Thompson, CEO of UnitedHealthcare, last Wednesday in Midtown Manhattan.
A McDonald's employee recognized the grinning suspect from the surveillance camera images seen around the country. That employee then called 911. Police say he had a gun, a silencer, fake gun.
I don't know if this is real or not, but motherfucker said that Burger King tweeted that they wouldn't snitch. You know, social media companies going back and forth with each other.
IDs and what is described as
a gun, silencer, fake IDs, and a manifesto. I don't know, man. Look in his eyes. They say the eyes are windows to the soul. I don't know, man. I don't know.
manifesto.
You never know what somebody's capable of. Just leave it at that.
That manifesto reportedly says of healthcare executives, those parasites had it coming. And I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done. This is one of the fake IDs found on Mangione. It's said to match the one used by the
Come on, man. This face looks a little bit older. It looks a little bit older, man. Tinfoil hat.
killer to check into a hostel in Upper Manhattan. He is said to be a big admirer of the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, responsible for a 20-year mail bombing campaign. Police say when he was busted at the McDonald's, he was carrying a gun he made himself with a 3D printer.
All right. Him going to Penn State, being a valedictorian, being able to make a 3D gun your own, that kind of tracks a little bit.
His family owns 2 country clubs in Maryland.
Y'all heard that? His family owns 2 country clubs in Maryland. I can't imagine why someone would want to step outside of themselves in this way, given the trajectory of their life. Let's go back a little bit.
Printer. His family owns 2 country clubs in Maryland. And is this a clue to an alleged motive? It's an image on Mangione's social media showing an x-ray of 4 pins in a spinal injury. It's unclear whether Mangione is the patient. The breakthrough in the case came as police divers continued to...
Come on, Chaz, like, I get it, but also if folks wanted to fake this, they definitely could. They definitely could. They definitely could have somebody else do the deed, you know what I'm saying, and then have a fall guy come in and, you know, just kind of take whatever happens as a result of it. I don't know what they would be getting at from doing it, you know what I'm saying, but insurance is one of the largest money movers in America. So the CEO of one of the companies, the largest companies in one of the largest markets that we have, being taken out, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, man?
Search a lake in New York Central Park for items dumped by the assassin. A backpack believed to have been worn by the killer was found in the park Friday night. It contained clothing and, of all things, wads of Monopoly money.
That's gotta play it. The guy, whether it's the guy Mangione that we're talking about or somebody else, it reminds me of like some Gotham City, Batman, Dark Knight, like the Riddler or the Joker, you know what I'm saying? Like, and in both of those movies, society was on the side of the bad guy a little bit, and they began to champion the bad guy. And it's like, you know, you don't want the fabric of society to start to crumble, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's interesting times we're in. That's why I'm glad that I got the opportunity to do this with y'all. You know, we could talk about the interesting times together. Watch it all burn down or watch it all get built up. You know what I'm saying? We can try to build while we build it. So let's see.
FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer believing, and of all things, wads of Monopoly money. Former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer.
This may sound like a silly question. Was there any like kind of forensics, DNA, anything like that done? I haven't heard any mention of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that would solidify it a little bit more for me if there was. But I mean, he really just kind of walked up on Buddy, let the shots rip, kept his bullet casings and got on down. So there there wouldn't be much. Like they see some blood splattered on the clothes that Buddy had on, or some gunshot residue on his hands. Like, what's the forensics around this? I ain't heard nothing about the forensics. All I heard is that he did it, and that's our bad guy to point at, and let's close the case.
Daffer believes the assassin wanted to send a message.
Now this picture looks like Buddy, but the fact that this is the picture that gets most circulated makes me worry or wonder, if it's could be AI impacted it. It's just the world we in today, man. You got to look at everything with a fine-tooth comb. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at everything with a extra layer of skepticism, just because you never know what's real or what's fake. If it feel right in your heart and your spirit, that's what I choose to believe, man. And my spirit telling me that, I don't know, it's more to the story. I'll say that. I won't say that this isn't Mangione, Luigi, but I'll just say it's more to the story than what we've been told.
The monopoly money symbolized UnitedHealthcare being a monopoly, but it was bigger than that. It was...
Shit, to me, monopoly money symbolized America, and the fact that, we could try and dress it up as much as we want to, but a lot of this stuff that we built on is fake. We're supposed to be the richest country out there, but you got to think about how much debt we have too. So, like, do you really have money if all your debt kind of matches it or even outscales it? So, like, what is it? It's paper. We trade our time for paper, man. So I'm not upset at the monopoly money and the message that he's trying to send with it. I don't think that this is the way you go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? The CEO may have been a horrible person, but it ain't on us to choose who gets to live and die. You know what I'm saying? We're not God. We're not God. But if you want to get into the psychology about the situation, maybe Buddy had a kind of God complex. He was a valedictorian, so smartest guy in his class. He's probably been in that line his entire life. Good looking guy, you know what I'm saying, relatively fit. He probably felt like he was the second coming of Jesus Christ himself, so who knows, man? Who knows?
Money symbolized UnitedHealthcare being a monopoly, but it was bigger than that. It was him showing his grandioseness, in my opinion, saying, look, I can taunt the police and they're still not going to find me.
There's not much funny about murder, but Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update delivered a half-dozen one-liners about the assassin.
And it really says something about America that a guy was murdered in cold blood, and the two main reactions were, yeah, well, healthcare stinks. And also, girl, that shooter hot.
I told y'all, that's supposed to talk about that the guy looks good. And people aren't really saying that murder's wrong. They're like, oh, well, the guy was rich. And, the majority of us, we ain't got it. So it's like, it's the have versus the have-nots. And the fact that Saturday Night Live is making light of the situation and continuing on with the joke, I don't know, man. It's just strange. It's strange times.
Beyond the laughter is one family's grief.
Yeah,
UnitedHealthcare
somebody really
CEO
died.
Brian Thompson was laid to rest today. Now it seems as if the 6-day search could be over, thanks to an eagle-eyed McDonald's employee.
A McDonald's employee did something we ask every American to do. If you see something, say something, but most importantly, do something.
Hey, man, I heard that the McDonald's employee, like when people are on the run or America's Most Wanted, you're supposed to get a reward whenever you call in their appearance or who they are and you're trying to help the police with a tip. They said that the girl didn't even get money initially. But through all like the social media uproar and everything about it, they eventually circled back and they gave her some money, but she had to split it with the people that also worked at McDonald's. So they ain't even want to get Shorty right for quickly putting an end to what could have been like the largest manhunt we've seen in a long time. But I don't know, man. Like I say, it's interesting times. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. We ain't gonna make this video too long. We getting our feedback with it, man. I'm interested to follow this case, and I'm interested to see what's else out there, man. This is your boy Big Nardo, and we out. Peace.